Organisation of Anticonvulsant Syndrome began in 1999. It was originally developed to provide support for those that have families that have children with anticonvulsant syndrome. This became part of the organisation kind of changed because there became issues and a court case related to it, and that kind of fundamentally changed the organisation. However, concerns regarding the drug sodium valproate that the court case came around came to a head with the European Medical Agency, and we had to provide evidence and so forth, and this has changed the status of sodium valproate. It's now a medicine that can't be given to women and children with childbearing potential. Forgot to say, fetal anticonvulsant happens when the mother of the child has taken anticonvulsant medicine and it's affected the fetus. Anyway, we came on board, the trustees did, in 2013 because of all this, and to take control of the situation. We developed new goals, new ideas and new ideals. We wanted to bring the centre of the whole thing back towards the patient focus rather than the other things that were occurring at that time. You'll remember taking part, Karen, in the APPG we did later that year. When Nick began mentoring us, we found that the key problem that we had was that we were being so successful, we actually weren't able to focus on any one thing. Poor Nick kept saying, strategies, you need to develop strategies. And we were there, the first part of the year, literally reacting to situations, which is a problem. He started asking really basic questions. So like, who are we actually supporting? Key things came up that the children, and we were all focused on the children, but actually the mothers were disabled also. And suddenly it became an organisation that didn't support families because of the children, we supported families instead. And of course, our oldest child now is 45. So we had to completely rethink the way we reorganised the management of the situation. Now, what we did this last year, Jo Cousins, the chairperson, and Karen Keeley, our Irish representative, popped off in a car on a road trip around the UK in the hope of invigorating the organisation. They did this in only 1 week, and it was extraordinarily successful. Our members were suddenly, they felt like we were doing something for them, and from there I did some fundraising. I pulled up enough money with the help of Harrison Hall in Watford. We'll be doing a Harry Potter trip at the end of February on a weekend in hope of bringing some of these families together a bit more. We also identified that because many of the mothers are epileptic, some of the children are absolutely terrified of the experience of a mother's epileptic seizure. So we developed the first epilepsy first aid course specifically designed for those with special education needs. In my area, I'm fortunate that the person that runs the Red Cross, local Red Cross, she knew my daughter and she had strong experience at the school my daughter attended related to autism, learning difficulties and so forth. We want to make that course bigger. We've got new ideas related to it, and then we want to look for a grant to turn this into a national course. We had to also, in developing a strategy, we started identifying opportunities. Findacure, obvious, Eurodis, Rare Connect. We've got, I'm the moderator on the anticonvulsant syndrome page. We've become MHRA consultant. We've become part of MHR consultations. I'm a patient group representative, a patient representative, and I'm also part of the MHRA Sodium Valproate Consultation Forum, which has provided many opportunities. With the development of community groups, Karen is coming on board to help develop the London area. Obviously, we can't do close ones, but within that's opened up incredible opportunities. Looking at the way CCGs work and so forth, has helped us to develop pathways of care, and we're hoping to continue to develop those. It's just understanding the way the NHS works, which is quite a complicated setup. And we attend many different kinds of events that we can do. We've also beginning to attend some of the local opportunities for developing awareness. And we're just continually meeting people and making contacts, which is how we actually have 9 volunteers. We have 20 that we have not organised. It is very challenging, as it was pointed out, managing volunteers. We've had to develop a contract for them, give time and energy, making sure that they're really understanding things and identifying what sorts of jobs they can do. They've been amazing. They've helped to train us too. We're about to rebrand the organisation as well. OACS has been around for a long time. It became identified with a court case. We don't want to be identified with a court case anymore. We want to be identified with supporting the parents. Work I've done with what they call researchers and so forth, I went to them and asked them about the nature of facts, and I suggested that maybe it was a mitochondrial dysfunction disorder caused by the medicine that we were taking. They said, yes, we've been researching sodium valproate for a number of years now. That's exactly what it is. So from there, we decided to move forward with the organisation and look at and incorporate fetal adverse drug reactions as a part of that. We've also identified that there is no way of identifying who has oxidative stress, which is the first stop before various different medical problems occur. All the mothers in the group have many chronic health conditions. I've got 6, I know you have a number as well, Karen. The website, one of our volunteers is overhauling the website so that it's more user-friendly, because some of the families and that, obviously some of them, the mothers have learning difficulties to a degree. There's also, we've been approached, I went to a, fair? Business fair. And someone said we needed to learn to be more business-like. So I went to a business fair, and there was this chap who was setting up a film company, and he said, hang on, I can do these for you. So we're hoping to launch these later next year. But we're now preparing for this. We have 4 key organisations that come under it, partly because we've developed a second organisation, drug-induced mitochondrial dysfunction, in order to show them, because the families tend to get very caught in the anticonvulsant syndrome. We want to bring in more of the people I've been working with in the hope that we can really bring forward some changes in this field. I'm very passionate about the concept of making oxidative stress important thing within a thing, especially with the medicines accelerated review that I've been involved with a bit, so yeah. Also got a talk later in the MHRA and so forth, so yeah, changes, yeah.